Hello everyone, welcome back to Vanilla Extract, where today I am in the most random pool at my base. Just a random little sandy area. But we're back! Feeling much better than I did before. Feeling so ready to get going back with building and crafting and all sorts of things. But first, let me show you around to some things that I did while I wasn't feeling so well. Because obviously, I didn't do nothing. I did do a bunch of stuff. I didn't build very much, obviously, because I want you to see, but I have a lot more resources now, that's for sure. I'm actually going to be heading over to spawn, because one of the few things I did build is here. It's just over here. So there's a little bit of a event going on the server where we get to build trees. And I made a tree. And oh boy. I think this is the most proud I've ever been of a tree. Because it just looks so nice. It's simple, but it's nice. I don't know. It's very friend-shaped. I think I love just how poofy the leaves are. Just like the roundness of these. I don't know, it's neat. I love how, like, in the middle here, there's a bit of a little hole. So there's light literally being let down through this little gap here just to highlight this sign. Which I think is hilarious, because I did not plan that. That just kind of sort of worked out, because look at all this. It's pretty dark around the rest of here because of the leaves and just how dense they are. And this little spot shines down to highlight the sign that marks this as my tree. So that's pretty funny. I kind of giggled at that whenever I first saw that. But it is such a cool tree. And I think I might want to spread some kind of like this around my base as well. Maybe pine tree styled and a spruce tree, I guess. Not so much oak, but I don't know. It's a cool tree. So I just wanted to show you all this because it's like, I don't know. I made something cool while I wasn't feeling so well. But now let's go back because I have more stuff to show you. So the other thing I did is just over here. Obviously, this was not completely built in last episode, so I spent the time to kind of finish building it, get everything else in. All the sheep are now in the machine itself. Only issue being that the machine is not filled with shears. So it's just been sitting here for a week with sheep in it and not exactly working. I think I put a couple of shears in this bottom row, maybe the second row, just to get it to start working. But yeah, it's not filled with shears. So it has not been doing its job for the most part, which is not a good thing because I do need this for stock. I do plan to sell some wool sometimes, so, because here's my plan. I want to include it as a part of the weekly deals, so I'll have a different wool per week, maybe. But I can't do that if this thing's not working. So I spent the time to do something crazy and get 21 shulker boxes of unbreaking books. This is important because I want to enchant shears, a lot of shears. Just completely filled the sheep farm up with shears, and hopefully the unbreaking books will let them last a little longer. So I think my plan is to take all these unbreaking books and maybe like a shulker box of iron, head over to the Enderman farm and just grind away at a bunch of shears. In fact, I don't even think I have enough iron at my base. This might be a trip over to the industrial island. That seems like a good amount of iron. We'll just take this, and now off to the end. Now all we need to do is get some levels and enchant some books. And just like that, all done. We got all of the shears enchanted. Needless to say, I've been at this farm for a little too long. It's been probably more than 6 hours since I first came here. So I'm a little tired of seeing Endermen. Let me go back to the base so we can actually use these shears. Oh, and of course it's night. Oh well, regardless, since I have the shears now, we finally get to load this thing up. So I figure first let's make sure that shears actually get into each of these dispensers somewhere. Somehow, I forgot to pick up a box. I was putting these down, and And I realized, wait a minute, there's one missing. Where'd the one missing go? I don't know. That's weird. There's one missing. So I came over here. There was just casually a box on the ground. It's been sitting here this entire time, and I didn't even know. I'm not going back to the inn farm. I'm just, nope, not doing it. And what we're gonna do? You know what? No, never mind. We are gonna go back to the inn farm. I'm not messing with this. I was so excited. I thought we finally had this done, but apparently not. Okay, I guess I'll see you whenever I finally finish this last box. Okay, now I have all the shears. Full 21 boxes full of enchanted shears. And now that we have all of them, I can put them in the thing. I've only done a couple of these, and I can already tell it's going to take a while. But I want to make sure that these slots are filled before I start sending it through this system here. Kind of weird to see so much work kind of just disappear into these things, because I'm not even done with this row here. I haven't even done the first row. I have not done the third row. And this is empty. This is empty. This is empty. This is about to be empty. So that's already 4 shulker boxes, and I don't know. It's weird. Like I've spent my whole day doing this, and it's once I put it in here, it's never gonna get seen again. I don't know, that's odd. At least with building, I get to see my time. Quite literally. Like, this took time and I get to see it. And it's massive. But with this, it's like you do a bunch, you fill it up, and sure it gives you results for a long time, but you don't actually see much. Maybe that's why I don't do redstone as often. I don't know. Do any other redstoners feel like that? Anybody who does redstone quite often, does it feel like you do a whole bunch, but then you don't actually feel like you've done that much? Okay, so now this is all filled out. All I have to do is put these into the chest and hope that it kind of makes its way down. I don't really care if these shears make it into any of these other hoppers, as long as most of them make it into this far end here, because this is where the white sheep are, and so if we have a bunch of white wool, and we need dyed wool, guess what? Dye is really easy to get, so it doesn't really matter anyway. So as long as those are still active, I'm fine. So I figure we'll put 2 boxes into each of these, since we have 6. Now that those are in the system, I guess let's check this top row to make sure that it made it down. Maybe. Okay, maybe not. Where they ended up. Where have they gone? Have they just gone to... You know what, it would be really silly is if they just went into this first one and that's where they stopped. That's exactly what they did, didn't it? Oh my goodness. That's exactly what it did. It stopped at this first one. It's not what I wanted. I didn't realize that hoppers apparently prioritize downwards rather than to the side. So I guess... Oh, there's more. Hello? I guess what I'm gonna do is then take these end ones and distribute down to the middle, to the edge? What? Closer? I don't know. Into these spaces, yeah. Starting to think that I should have been filling these manual anyway, and not trying to automate the manual, or the filling process. Because I guess if I wanted to automate the filling process, I would need a lot more shears. But I don't have a lot more shears. I have 0 other boxes of shears. Okay, that's the redistribution on the top. All done. And now we have to do the rest of it. Okay, that leaves me with 1 more row to distribute. Except I'm not sure how I'm going to do this. It's a tricky spot. So this trickiness will not overcome me, because I overcame it. All the shears are redistributed. Let's try that again. All the shears are redistributed across this entire machine, or their lack thereof redstone. I mean, I guess it is a machine still. It has some redstone. It's nothing moves other than the sheep. It's a monstrosity, but it's done. It's finally done. We can leave this here now, and I can cover it up eventually, and not have to deal with the sheep. All we get to know and see is the prettiness that's on the other side. It's all fine. It's all fine. We can get wool. Everything will be fine. Okay, but now that that's all done, obviously while I was gone for a week, I made some plans. I thought of stuff I wanted to do and build and just little side quests basically to this big base of mine. But I wanted to put them on a board. I don't have a place to actually put them because I can't put them in here. I don't really have space other than storage in here. There's no way I'm putting it in my villager area, because that just doesn't make sense. And pretty much none of the rest of my base is actually done. So there's not really a place for me to put it at the moment. But while I was thinking of where to put a little board for my plans, I thought of a comment. And it's about my spider farm. So what you're about to see on screen is a comment that I was sent, and it says, you should stick a little garden shed there, but have like loads of cobwebs covering it, like the spiders are getting revenge. And you know what? I like that idea. I know quite a while back I said, I don't know what to do with this place. Maybe I'll put something there, maybe I won't, I don't know. But you know what? I do like this comment. I'm thinking if we just stick it like right here, maybe I'll have it opening that way and I'll just have to back off this cliff because it doesn't make sense to have it opening off like this hill here. But it'll just have a nice little entrance maybe over here that kind of goes this way. I'll have to figure out some sort of road system to get this to wrap around here, maybe have it leading over to the garden shed. That's something to do in the future, but let's go ahead and start building this garden shed. I'm just gonna freehand this because I don't have a true plan for it, so we're gonna see what it's gonna turn out as. I guess let's get started on that. I think it'll be fun not to do it as a time lapse, because why not? Not everything has to be a time lapse. We just, ooh, wait. Maybe I'll wait till day so that it's not so scary, or I can just light up some places. Who knows? But first I do need to clear some trees, because obviously I cannot build a garden shed where there's a ton of trees in my way. Okay, so I think the first thing I'm gonna do is get the floor down. So pretty much what I know I want to do, let's go ahead and take this down actually. Don't need this pillar anymore. Okay, so what I want to do is maybe have the floor at this level and then just like have it be made of mud predominantly, just completely mud. I'll mix in some mud bricks, at least like that, because then we can have little supports. Have little supports on either side like this. Oh, you know what? This just gave me a good idea. Should I slant the roof a certain way? Like not make it even? Nah. You know what? I just now realized I need to move these anyway because there's going to be a wall there. Which needs to be moved one more out. Looking at this and I'm thinking maybe it wouldn't be such a bad idea to have the walls flush with the supports. I can do other stuff to make it look 3D. You know what? I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna try something new. We're gonna do something different. I have an idea. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try and stick kind of to the gradient that I've set for myself for the walls in this place. Obviously not much of it is up yet, but as you can see the beginning color is there. But eventually I'm gonna have a gradient that is pretty similar to the inside of here. This gradient here is gonna pretty much be everywhere. So I'm trying to stick to at least this, just obviously removing a couple of blocks because otherwise it is too crowded. But I'm still going to start with the same blocks and almost end with the same blocks. It's not going to quite end with the same blocks. So this is what it's looking like right now. I know it doesn't look like much, and I don't blame you. It definitely doesn't look like much. But thinking before we get some more of this going, should probably get some of this mud changed out just so that it's not so plain. There's the gradient I'm going with for the walls. Obviously it looks very flat. The walls here are very flat, but there's some things we can do to change that. Thinking what I should do is kind of like this and put that around there and do that on the four sides to make it look less flat. I'll also add some windows too. I just don't want it feeling too big. I mean, obviously this is supposed to be quite a small build. It's supposed to be just a little mini garden shed. It's not supposed to stand out in any way. Like I'm even gonna add some more trees around here to kind of cover it up. It's not supposed to be seen per se. I may even add like a garden, maybe, I don't know, just something that this is not just a random building out in the middle. Maybe a well, I don't know. Signage is done. Got it all up on this. Ooh, how does it keep happening? Got it all done on the sides. Now, there is one other thing I think I want to do to the bottom of this place. I brought some basalt and some cobbled deep slate. I think I want to add just a little bit of it at the bottom here. Maybe with some slab variants as well. Add some basalt just to make it look like rocks maybe? I don't know. I think I almost want to make this building seem like it's been here for a while, so that it makes sense that spiders are over here cobwebbing it up. Like that kind of idea, having just the rocks there. I think that could look neat. Yeah, I got this side now all built up, and of course we got the back of the other side. Okay, so a little bit of a time skip here. I did some more stuff. So now there's a little bit of the frame of the roof. We got some windows. We got windows, yes. What else did I do? That's it. We got windows, a frame, and the starting of this bit here. I'm not entirely sure what I want to do. I might just continue the pattern up. In fact, if I want to do that, I guess I kind of need more tuff. And what else did I put up there? Oh, I think I stopped at tuff. So let's see, what is wider than tuff, but still has a gradient? Or I mean, not a gradient, a texture. White wool? White wool might work. And we shall grab some more tuff. Tuff, calcite. The words are not wording today, because then we can just take this, and we can just boop, 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 and then boop, and then boop. I mean, we don't really need that much wool. We just need like a block or two. Maybe even just like mix it in like that. But just something to continue it up. Oh, also, how do you like this door frame? I just thought, why not put some of that? I know it's like the same size across, right? You put that up, and you know what? It works. It works pretty nice. So now for this roof here, I want to do this, and where's my green stuff? Apparently I didn't bring any green stuff with me. You're gonna start seeing pretty soon here that whenever I build this place up, it's going to include a lot of moss on the roofs. I mean, I have so many projects planned for this area, and all the roofs are not clean. They're all mossy. So I thought, why not continue that theme with this place here? And I mean, once you start seeing it, you're gonna know what I'm talking about. But yeah, hopefully soon I'll start building that. I have a little project down here planned, and you'll get to see those pretty soon here in the upcoming episodes. So basically, what I'm gonna do is create these little patches. There's moss like this. There's also gonna be some patches where it's just like a little highlight. There we go, done on the other side too. So it's just the same thing mirrored on both sides, because you know what? Simple build. And you know what? I'm starting to like it. It's definitely starting to grow on me. It's a cute little hut, that's for sure. I'm not sure how much I like this. A little flat. You know what? That's easy to fix. Oh, you know what? I just never realized. You can already see where I'm starting to include mossy roofs. Because look at that. Mossy roof. So I am actually starting to show you where it is. And I didn't even think about it because it's just like these little tiny roofs around here. But yeah, continuing the theme. Obviously this is a bit of a lighter roof compared to those roofs. I do want this to look like it's an older kind of building. It's not supposed to look like it's been here for the same amount of time that it's supposed to be like this was a building that was a garden shed used for something else. Because why would a steampunky gear driven building have a tiny little garden shed? Because the only gardening here, I guess, is this little area in this middle here. But all we really need to fix our little flat issue, a little bit of these slabs, boom, flatness gone. I mean, obviously this middle here is gonna be pretty flat, but you know what? Add some curvature and it looks fine. I don't think I want to angle these roofs out like I've done here, just because it is so tiny, so minuscule. It probably wouldn't be much, but I do want to get maybe a lantern or two here. Oh, you know what would be good? Chains would be good. Yes, that looks like it actually fits. Maybe we'll do even lower. No, I don't want to add too many. I think just those couple of chains works, and maybe we can hang a lantern off one of them or something like that. I've grabbed quite a few things. Now time to decorate the inside of this place. So I'm thinking first we'll start off with some of this. And add some more towards the back here. Get ourselves a lantern going, because to be honest, I don't feel like having these torches on the walls. But that does lead me to a good idea. So these in the corners here, and we can hang lanterns from those. Make it make sense. There, now it's nice and bright in here. Now, of course, we need to make this look rundown. So, actually, I'm gonna change this. A bunch of candles. Have a bunch of candles everywhere, because why not? Candles make things look old. Boom, candles everywhere, and of course we need our cobwebs. I don't want to put too many cobwebs in here, because if I do, I'm worried that I won't be able to get through myself. But just enough to where it looks like this place is old. There we go. Lots of cobwebs. Maybe we can add some to the outside as well. Just like in this little roof area. Alright, so now it's all cobwebbed up. Looking pretty... Ooh, you know what? The roof. We've done nothing with the roof. I want to do something with the roof. Wonder how good this looks as a chimney. I don't hate it, but I don't like it either. Okay, maybe a different block. Maybe something darker. You know what? This place is really starting to grow on me. So the chimney doesn't look quite attached, does it? I don't think I'll add any smoke to the top of it, obviously, since this place is supposed to be old. I mean, no one's gonna be using a fire, right? So we'll just probably leave it as is, though it'd be a little short. It's not a hard fix. Just gotta remove the top here. Yeah, I think that did it. I think it was just a little too short for a chimney. So it may also need to be moved. Just a little bit. Just a wee bit. I'm gonna keep messing with this chimney. Yeah, I think that's where I'll leave it. Just leave it right there. But with that, I think our little garden is done. I think all that now that needs to happen is we just need to get some saplings, grow a few more trees to kind of make it look like it's hidden. And we'll be done with that. I'm sure whenever I have the rest of this built up, it won't stand out nearly as much as it is right now, because actually right now it is the brightest thing in my view, apart from these lights flashing. So I think in the future it'll definitely fit in more, but for now, you know what? It looks pretty nice. I'm happy with the results, and I'm glad that it was a comment that was made on my channel. It's pretty nice. But now for the real reason I built this. So remember how I got sidetracked to build this after needing a board to put all my ideas? Well, you're probably wondering now where I'm going to put the board. I decorated the inside of this place, and my answer to that is this is the board. This little garden house, this little thing right here, this is the board. I'm not even joking. This house itself is the board. So what I'm gonna do, I got signs. I'm gonna put this little sign up here. These are my side quests. Basically, I'm just gonna place a bunch of signs around here for stuff I want to do. So basically, as of right now, some of these, and to be honest, most of them, are kind of more so stuff for my shop. But we got stuff like Build a Raid Farm, we got Build a Guardian Farm, we got Build an Auto Carrot Farm, we got Build an Auto Potato Farm, we got Egg. Just Egg. We got Gold Farm. Not Build a Gold Farm, no, Gold Farm. Whether it be building it, borrowing it, using it with the rights of someone else, like buying it, just Gold Farm. And then like build a new shop design, get new stock, change prices, that kind of stuff. Most of it right now, like I said, is towards my shop. But this this little sign. We're about to do this one. So, basically, we have to build ourselves as a stone statue. Bottom line, that's what we're doing. We're building ourselves as a stone statue. So I have a box of goodies ready to be used for building. But first, let me go show you what we're doing, actually. Because while I've said that we're going to be building ourselves a stone statue, it's not going to be at our base. So as you can see, we're all turning ourselves into statues. It's just going to be our skins, and we're basically going to be these people, but ourselves. So I've actually kind of already claimed my spot. Mine is just over here. And I'm looking forward to building it, which means, guess what? I'm going to do a time lapse. So, let's get going. Enjoy the time lapse. And there we have it. I've put my face on a rock. And you know what? It looks nice. It's honestly really cool to see all these little statues of everyone on the server. And soon there'll be even more. As you can see, there's so many more of these ready to be built and planned out. I mean, there's a whole field of them. So I'm definitely going to be returning here whenever more people start to build. But for now, we'll leave our stone self here. We'll head back to our base. As for now, I hope y'all have an amazing rest of your day as the sun sets on this lovely Minecraft world. And I'll see you in the next episode. So if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment if you like. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye!